Hello from Arkansas. From Seattle. Hello, Seattle and Vermont. Maureen's on. Hi, Maureen. I'm kind of hearing an echo. Does anyone else hear an echo? Is that just my phone?
I don't hear an echo. Hi, Maureen.
Okay.
Is it still raining up there, down there?
No.
Good.
Okay, well, as long as you don't hear an echo. If you do, I'm going to go out and come back in again. Well, try it out. I don't know if it's the crazy weather. So, good evening, everyone. Before we begin our call, I want everyone to please just take a second and look at your phones and press mute. Or if you do not have a mute button, please press *6. And that will help tremendously in eliminating any background noise so we can all hear what is being said clearly, as well as that we'll be able to hear the recording better too, because this call is recorded. We know that some of you may be driving and forget sometimes to go on mute, or perhaps you're eating dinner with family. So just take another quick look and make sure that you are on mute. And then if you would like to speak or ask any questions, just unmute yourself or press *6 again. I'm just going to give you one more second to do that, and then we will begin our call. Well, it sounds pretty quiet. I think everyone is really doing very well with muting. So just want to welcome you all this evening. This is Marlene Alliner. Welcome to Dr. Dees' weekly Sunrider product call. And for anyone that is new on the call, I, along with other amazing Sunriders, will be hosting Dr. Dees' call for the month of July as she takes some well-deserved family vacation time. So we're really happy for her that she can get that time during the summer here. And tonight, Melina Stopfer-Crabtree, Maureen Stopfer, Jeannie Lerner, and Mary Rosendahl will be co-hosting with me as we share our experiences about rebalancing bodies for all ages and circumstances in life. I'm sure many of you will also have some testimonies. So when we get into the conversations, you can unmute yourself, and please, if you have any questions or have a testimony, please share with us. This is an interactive call, and we know that we all can really help each other. So in terms of rebalancing our bodies, I know this summer we've been talking about energy and balancing. It's really especially helpful to understand how to rebalance our bodies during the summer months, as we may be enjoying different foods that are not part of our normal daily routines. Perhaps we're going to barbecues or outdoor fairs, or we're traveling or adding some new activities, and our bodies may start to feel a little bit fatigued, a little more tired than usual. And I remember Dr. Dees saying one time that Sunrider Foods helps tired cells renew and regenerate. So that's what happens sometimes when we feel a little bit off. And we're going to give some suggestions tonight and experiences how we can help our bodies in that way. But before we actually get into the specific products, I'd like to do a little review of what's so different about Sunrider products from everything else that's on the market, and why my husband Richard and I have been consuming and using these products for about 30 years, and why we started to try it and why we've actually stayed with these products. And one of the first aspects, and I'm going to be reading some of these things directly from Sunrider's catalog. This one is in the Sunrider catalog 2021 on page 2, and I like this because it says it's founded in family. Sunrider is a family-owned business. The Sunrider story is really our family story. It encompasses generations, ancient Eastern medicine, and modern Western innovation. And it begins with our founders, Drs. Pei Fu and Oilin Chen, whose passion for people led them to create proven, herbal products that help others achieve optimal health and energy, and also a business that offers them the freedom to live happier and more balanced lives. I don't know about all of you, but when I understood about the Chens and this being a family-owned company, I felt very comfortable with that. It gave me a lot of trust and confidence. And I know that in the past, they always say that their family were guinea pigs for a lot of the products. So we know that they're safe. The Chens would not give their children anything that they did not feel is safe. And on page 2 in that same catalog, and it talks about the Sunrider difference, we have, of course, what we said, the owner's expertise, and Dr. Chen, who is a world-renowned herbalist with a degree in pharmacy, and Dr. Oilen Chen is a medical doctor. And of course, together with their sons, Dr. Ruben Chen, also a medical doctor, and Eric Chen, an organic chemist, they oversee the research, development, and manufacturing of every Sunrider product. So there's a lot of expertise and research that goes and happens before all these products are brought to market. We like the idea that Sunrider is a variety of whole foods. And this is all based on a philosophy on regeneration. That's one of the things that sounded really unique to me when I first heard about Sunrider. And Sunrider states that when your body runs in balance, a healthy mind and spirit follow. That's why Sunrider products holistically nourish and cleanse your body's 5 systems with a precise combination of nutrients that promotes optimal health, and they call that the philosophy of regeneration. So, of course, the fact that to reach optimal health with this philosophy, you have to have that expertise and all of that knowledge, and it's precise, the combinations they put together. So somebody can't just read ingredients on a bottle of a Sunrider and then go try to copy that, because it's a very precise combination. And the fact that these products are also concentrated, so they're taking 5 to 10 ingredients and concentrating them down into 1 pound. It's incredible. That kind of concentration is really what helps our bodies to regenerate. The fact that these products are made by Sunrider, so it's self-manufacturing, it's a green company, so we love that. We know that they care about the environment, and that they oversee this technology, advanced process, and it's NSF certified. So we know there is a lot of safety, a lot of quality, and I love that Sunrider says the wisdom behind Sunrider is that there is scientific discovery drives our success and sustainability. Led by Drs. Chen and their team of research and development experts are committed to creating safe, pure, and effective products that promote your optimal health and well-being. They use the most advanced pharmaceutical-grade manufacturing machinery, specially customized to meet our exacting standards of product concentration, effectiveness, and safety. And the last thing on page 4, it says the word harmony. And whenever I see the word harmony or holistic, it always makes me happy, because I know that they are taking the whole body into consideration. Sunrider products are highly concentrated and meticulously formulated to fill your body's nutritional gaps with holistic goodness, never GMOs, pesticides, and chemicals. So we absolutely love that. It makes us feel safe, and it also gets excited to want to use the products for ourselves and for a way of being able to help other people that we know in our lives. So tonight, as I mentioned, we're going to be talking about specific experiences from some wonderful, amazing people this evening that we know and love, and are going to be sharing their experiences that we know is going to help benefit everyone. So I really encourage everyone to maybe jot down some information that you'll be able to use for yourself or to share, whatever resonates with you. and then you can further enhance your own health. So we're going to begin with Melina, who really has some amazing experiences as a mother, as an entrepreneur. She really has a lot to share. So Melina, why don't you begin?
Sure, Marlene, I can do that. Hi, everyone. So when I was thinking about how Sunrider had helped our family, I went way back to high school when I was introduced to it. And it has helped me and my family over the years. Like a lifelong friend, it's always been there. And as a teenager, I was lucky enough to have amazing parents who realized the value of health and made me the yummiest New Plus smoothies before school. And it really helped improve my concentration as well as my grades. And at one point, I even noticed that I was the only one awake in history class. So I knew that it was working, that it was nourishing my brain. And New Plus is a concentrated superfood, and it really helps fill in nutritional gaps and nourishes the body. And when I made my next move to college, I took all my New Plus with me, and my immune system was strong, and my skin was clear, and I maintained a healthy weight while I was adjusting to a new environment, with new food, different sleep schedule. And while my college roommates would go out and get their daily coffee, I saved money by making my New Plus smoothies in my blender, and I stayed nourished and calm. And many of my friends were tired, stressed out, had a lot of side effects from all the caffeine. And if I did have a stressful day, my roommate noticed. And she noticed that if she made me a cup of tea, it helped. And she would do that for me, and I would do that for her. And it was called my comfort mug, where I added New Plus with Cali tea, and then I added another product. So there were 3 in this comfort mug called Quinery. And Quinery is a concentrated food, and it's a blend of special herbs that helps the 5 systems of the body to be balanced. And that's exactly what I felt from it, balance. I felt instantly relaxed, more balanced while I was studying. And the hydration also from the tea helped melt away stress, and my muscles felt less tense, and I could really focus again. So that really helped me in college. And after college, when I met my husband, we could really see how this would help when we wanted to start a family. And now, a teenager herself, my daughter loves the New Plus, the Winery, and the Cali. And recently, she came home from camp, and she was extremely moody and did not eat so well and was craving sugar. And she was very out of balance. So what I did was I gave her the Cali tea, the New Plus, and the Quinery, that comfort mug. And within a day, her mood improved, and she stopped craving the sugar. And she actually asked for fresh vegetables again. And they were pretty much non-existent at the camp. So you realize I need to have these again. Her body needed them, and she noticed that. So that was a huge improvement that I noticed in one day from having these foods, the New Plus, the Quinery, and the Cali tea together. And very quickly, the body knows what to do with it and can balance again. So that is my story of those 3 products.
Wow, Melina. And I think what we're focusing on tonight, too, just that word rebalance, because you and your family and Sasha have been using the products pretty routinely on a daily basis, and that we all, under different circumstances, like you said, may not follow that routine. But what you found is that you were able to bring her back to balance pretty quickly, even though maybe she was enjoying some other foods that And that's what happens to all of us. We have all kinds of experiences where we might not be following our regular routine. But I love how you said that it was, what, a day, did you say, that helped her to feel like she was more herself again?
Exactly.
Yeah. And did Sasha say anything? She noticed it too?
Yeah, definitely. She just felt better, really, just mood improved. You know, she wanted to do things again. The wanting vegetables, that's what I noticed. Where she was craving sugar, she wanted, you know, more of a healthy choice, and she knew she needed that.
Yes. Wow. That's fantastic. Fantastic testimony. I'm just wondering, is there anyone on the call that would like to ask Malia any questions or share anything in regard to what she's talking about? If you're probably on mute. Just to remind you to unmute if you'd like to speak. Okay. Well, you know what? I will just add a quick testimony there. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Someone there?
Yes, Kathy Wilson. Was that Tampa?
Oh, sure. Go ahead.
Well, I just wanted to say, I've been suffering from fibromyalgia, and I've been tired, and I developed problems with my lungs, and developed something in my lungs. So I started taking, first I was taking Evergreen and Cali, and forgot what else I was taking. And then that kind of helped me out a little bit. Then because of my financial situation, I had to wait a little bit to get the rest of the stuff. And when I started taking the Cali, now the new plug and the quinary, and I find now that I have some energy. They told me to do a nap, and I absolutely didn't skip a nap, but I feel okay.
Oh, that's
so
great.
I feel much, much better. So I'm going to continue adding things as I go along. And so I highly recommend it because I used to sell Sunshine before, and I used to sell Shackley. I've been through all of them, and I find that this one has helped me much faster than when I used to take Nature Sunshine. And I've seen the results much faster, and I'm feeling much better. So I'm sleeping much better also. I just like to highly recommend the product.
Oh my gosh.
IPO. So I'm
good for you. Is it Kathy, did you say?
Yes, Kathy or Catherine, whichever one.
Oh, okay. Well, Kathy, I just wanted to thank you so much for that testimony, because that is going to be so helpful for so many people. And what you were talking about, the same thing as what Melina was talking about, and what we all talk about, is those foundational products. The NBC is where people start to see the biggest difference. So you can try some other products, but when you get in that whole foundational NBC, wow, you really see a difference. Amazing. Kathy, thank you so much. That was fantastic. Thank you. And just in regard to what Melina was talking about with sugars, I wanted to share a quick testimony. When I first started with Sunrider, I was definitely a sugarholic, chocoholic, everyholic, and when it has to do with candy and sugar. And I started to use the product, and I think, I don't know, maybe it was within a week, and I used to have cookies, candy, everything in my kitchen. And one day I remember shortly after starting that NBC program, I did not have those cravings. And like Sasha, or like Melina was saying about Sasha, I started to notice I was craving vegetables. And the thing I liked about this and what I love about NBC is that no one is telling you what you have to do or what you should eat or shouldn't eat. The products themselves, when it starts to balance or rebalance your body, then you start to ask for, and the body requires different foods. So it's nothing that you're feeling bad about doing. And so I just love those testimonies are fantastic. So thank you, Catherine. Thank you, Melina. And I think we're going to move on to Mary. Unless there's any other question or comment in there, we're going to move to Mary.
Kathy, repeat what she is using.
Oh, sure. Kathy, if you wanted to repeat what you said that you were using.
I'm Nitrifos, Cali, and the coronary, and the life stream. I forgot life stream.
Okay. So you did extra life stream because You were doing the Quinery, and the life stream is in the Quinery. So you did, yes, the Quinery, and then added extra life stream.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yes. Awesome. And I believe you also said you started actually with the Evergreen.
Yes, I still take that once in a while.
Yeah.
I'm making sure that I take that new plus and forget to put it in my smoothies a lot of times.
Okay.
I've been using those.
Great. Oh, no. That's wonderful. Wonderful.
Thank you.
Yes. Carol, did you hear? Is that everything she said?
Yes.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Awesome. All righty. So Mary's going to talk a little bit about her experiences too.
Hi, everybody. I actually work as what they call a road warrior. I'm on the road a lot for work. And what I do is I travel from plant to plant and teach people software when they're changing to a new system. And all this running around and flying in the planes, and I'm a week here and a week there, and maybe sometimes even a month here or there. It's hard to keep my diet in any regular fashion, because many times I'll arrive at a plant and they'll have nothing but vending machines there. So I have to be sure that I don't forget to bring my Sunrider foods with me. And many times I also even send a box of Sunrider food to the hotel I'm staying in if I know I'm going to be there a little while, so that I have all of that there ready for me when I get to the hotel. And the thing that I notice oftentimes is that in the process of the travel and trying to get accommodated to a new environment, a new plant, and being able to keep track of my food intake, and especially lunchtime when maybe I only have half hour, and so I have to take my Sunrider foods along with me for that. Sometimes I either can't find them, or I don't have them, or sometimes the box doesn't arrive at the same time that I arrive, and the box is late in the mail. And so when that happens, and I just end up eating out, or eating junk, basically, I notice right away how different I feel and how uncomfortable my system feels compared to what it feels like when I stick with my Sunrider food. And so then it takes, and as soon as I can, I get back on my routine, my NBC routine, and I notice right away, within a day or two, I'm back on track, and I feel the energy and the calmness that the Sunrider foods bring to me, and it just smooths everything out really well. So that's just what I wanted to share. Hello? Hello? Marlene?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was on mute. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I was saying that I really appreciate what you were saying, and that all of you are really coming from that NBC foundational products that's helping to balance the body. And even though those who may be speaking to have been using the products for quite a while, can also notice the difference when you may not have them for a few days, and how quickly you can come back to balance by adding those back into your diet. And as Mary was saying, she's got quite a busy schedule, and I know there's a lot of people that are beginning to travel again. And I love what Mary says, if you know you're going to be somewhere for a while, you can actually have the products shipped to that location so that you know you won't be without them. But sometimes, as we know, with the mail, it doesn't get there in time. But what I'm hearing you say, Mary, that you really do feel the difference when you don't have the products.
Absolutely, it does make me feel much less bad. And I think balance is a good word for it, because whether it's more anxious or more tired or all of the emotional things that crop up when you're out of balance.
Yeah.
A lot of that is just smooths right out with the Sunrider food.
Yeah, so overall you feel calmer and balanced, and emotionally, as you said, I know Maureen's been talking about it the last couple of weeks about the quinary and how it does feed the emotions. So how the body is all connected that way. So that is great information. Thank you so much, Mary. And does anyone have any questions regarding what Mary was talking about, or have any testimonies in terms of traveling?
Hi, Mary, it's Jeannie, and I just want to make a simple suggestion. That, okay, I know you're not going to let your products get low, but make a little bag with yourself for yourself so that it's on the plane with you. And maybe that'll help you too. So, you're not going to be short of anything in case your packages don't arrive on time.
So, Mary,
yeah,
go ahead, honey.
I do that.
Yes, I know.
But
She definitely does.
sometimes it's a little bit longer than I expect it to be. And like I say, the first few days on a new project, sometimes you don't always know even what time you're going to be able to eat and where you're going to be able to eat something before you get a chance to settle in. So
right.
It throws you off balance, really, in many ways.
And I just know this about Mary's one of the most organized Sunriders that I know. She has lists going, so she always makes sure she never runs out. In fact, she's the one you could go to if you run out. But as Mary was saying, things happen sometimes, right? And like the best laid plans, that she was expecting a package and she might have finished up what she brought, that's when you really do notice a difference. And I think that's, kind of the idea of what she's trying to share tonight, that you really feel the difference if you happen to be out of your product. So, but Mary is one of those, she is always organized and is very rarely out of any product. So she's a good example of that. But good suggestion, Jeannie, for those who might not be. So does anyone else? Go ahead, Faith.
Oh, I was just saying that I'm thinking ahead for myself for when I need to travel.
Good idea. And in fact, Jeannie, if no one else has any other questions or comments for what Mary was talking about, Jeannie, we're going to ask you to share next. So let me just quickly ask again if anyone has anything they wanted to share regarding traveling, what you do for traveling that helps you.
I would simply add that I always take the hand cleansing gel and fruit and vegetable rinse always goes with me, and all of those things that I know I'm going to need to keep the hotel where I'm going to make it clean and nice, and I also take little container of the laundry soap.
Right. Well, it's convenient, isn't it, Mary? I mean, Sunrider gives us that one-stop shopping. So for whatever your needs are, as you were saying, for traveling, for balancing your body, you do the NBC. And then for externally, if you're going to be in hotels, we're using that fruit and vegetable rinse, which we use to clean all kinds of negative aspects off of our foods, that you use that when you are also in the hotel. Is that what you're saying? Mm-hmm.
Right, exactly. I use that because I do order my food in from the hotel. Generally, I order for at least the greens and the salad things and the fruit. So I need that to be sure that they're nice and clean before I start eating them.
Right. That's a great idea. That is a fantastic. And would you take like the travel size bottle and then you just mix some in water? Is that what you do?
Yep, that's what I do.
Yeah. And as far as the hand cleansing gel, what do you like about our hand cleansing gel compared to which I'm sure there's been a lot of other gels around where when you're traveling in different places and in different plants?
Oh my gosh, yes, because ours doesn't dry out your hands like the others do, and many times where I'm required to use the whatever they're using, then I will use mine on top of it to put those moisturizer back in my hands after using the stuff that they have in the plant.
Wow. Yes.
Oh.
And I just wanted to throw in there, I know Mary and I were having a conversation about just the idea how we just trust the products and the safety of these products, and that really has made a big impression on us. I know we were talking about that.
Mm-hmm. One of the other things that I really love is the trial set of the for the skincare. The skincare trial sets are just perfect for me to take when I travel.
Awesome. That's great. Yeah, so everyone can check now. If you go to Sunrider's website, we're not going to have time to go into all the products that Mary's talking about, but please do check them out. One is called the fruit and vegetable rinse. One is the hand cleansing gel. And then she's talking about, which we have an amazing line of skincare. They have these small travel sets, trial size that are great for traveling. So those are great suggestions, Mary. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Okay. Oh, go ahead.
Hi, this is Samantha from California.
Yes, hi, Samantha.
Hi, Marty. Does anyone have any tips for jet lag? What products they like to use?
Oh, jet lag. Okay. So, Mary.
Well, I don't usually have a lot of trouble with jet lag, and I guess maybe it's because, and also I do a lot of different shift work, so I'm not always in the same time zone with the shift. So I may be on first shift, and then I'm on third shift, then I'm on second shift. So it can get a little crazy. So I guess Sunrider's balancing kind of helps with that too, because I really don't get much problems with it.
So that whole NBC that Mary's talking about, which also includes the Fortune Delight. So I know that's very helpful because when you are flying, it can be very drying. And so you want to keep hydrated. So the Fortune Delight is a very good product for jet lag. And then you can add also to that, if you wanted to replace some electrolytes, the Electrosport. But the Fortune Delight, it would be very highly recommended. Does that help, Samantha?
Yeah, perfect. Thank you.
Oh, good. Okay, anybody else before we move on to Jeannie? Okay, great questions. Okay, Jeannie, now Jeannie's gonna share with us also how she helps herself to rebalance.
Hi, everyone. So glad you're all listening because, Sunrider has really given us a whole lot of wonderful foods to enjoy. I start my morning off with Cali tea, and it nourishes and helps cleanse our body. And to that, I add Fortune Delight, which does nourishes, it hydrates you as well. And in addition to that, I do add my Sunny Dew, which helps your glucose level, your sugar level to be level, so you're not spiking. And it is a natural sweetener, so you don't have to put sugar in there. And you won't have any kind of sugar crashes. There are a lot of people that like coffee. I can't drink coffee. My system won't let me. It doesn't like it. And I prefer tea instead. And like Mary and Melina, I too add quinine to my Cali and Fortune Delight, which has really helped to balance my body. I am going through a very difficult time now with my sinuses, and I notice that when I take them and I add the quinary to it, my body feels a lot better. It feels balanced, and in addition, I add Kako, which is for your respiratory system, and I just feel really great with all of it. And when I am out shopping for the day, and if I don't take anything with me, like my Fortune Delight and the Sunny Dew, and if I do not add the new plus, I'm hungry. And then I know that my body is going to want sugar food, so I'm going to want a piece of chocolate. And instead of that, I'll take my Sun Bar because that also nourishes my body, and it has the new plus in it. And my body feels, it knows that it ate, and it has something that's nourishing and doesn't make me want to crave anything else. But I do want to add Life Stream, which was talked about tonight. Life Stream has become a lifesaver for me, I feel, because of issues with my eyes. Thank God they're good, they're stable. And the Life Stream and quinary, we know it's the word that I'm looking for is that it aids with the circulation in your body. And I noticed a tremendous difference with my eyes because my pressure in my eyes were up, and because I'm taking Life Stream, my pressure is stable. I do not need to put eye drops in my eyes, and I don't even rub my eyes anymore. Life Stream is a fabulous product for me. They call it Life Stream, but I'm taking that product for the rest of my life. And, I mean, these are products and foods that I cannot be and will not be without.
So, Jeannie, since we're talking also about there are times when maybe we weren't able to take the products or we weren't taking enough of a product, how do you see a difference in that as well?
I feel nourished. I feel balanced. And I feel that I can think better. Even my brain is like, okay, you ate, you feel good, now let's go on to the next job that we need to do. And that's what I feel.
Fantastic. And the Sunny Dew, I just wanted to read a couple things from the fact sheet. Remember, everyone, Sunrider has an amazing website with fact sheets that will give you even more detail of the products that we always talk about. So on the Sunny Dew, some people think it's just, I don't really need it because I don't need things sweet or not. And some people like it because it helps with sweet cravings. But let me just read a little bit more about Sunny Dew. Right here it says, indulge your sweet cravings without the guilt. Sunny Dew is powered by our uniquely purified stevia, so it offers an even higher concentration of this sweet-tasting plant than sun nectar. Loaded with antioxidants and essential minerals, it enhances the flavor of foods and beverages without adding sugar, carbs, or calories. So now the stevia is something that really has become very popular on the market. They have all different kinds, but ours is very unique. And one is that it is from a concentrated form. Also, it's whole food. Others have mixed other things in their products. And under this, right here, it says, how is Sunrider stevia better? So in other words, how is it better from other products that are out there? And it says Sunrider is an early innovator in products infused with stevia. In 1995, we successfully petitioned the U.S. Food and Drug Administration to lift the import alert on the exact extract of stevia leaves, clearing the way for the use of stevia as a dietary supplement in the U.S. A proprietary purifying and concentration process preserves the natural structure of the stevia plant while maximizing the delivery antioxidants. So for anyone who may be using a similar product, please try the Sunrider, Sunnydew or Sun Nectar that both have that stevia in it, and you will definitely see a difference. And the fact that this also has chrysanthemum in it, that says this beautiful flower is an excellent source of antioxidants, contains essential minerals like calcium, magnesium, folate, iron, sodium, and potassium. So remember, even though you may not like things sweet, there is a definite purpose in helping to balance and feed the pancreas that helps to produce the sugar, so regulates the sugar. This is really a fantastic product. No chemicals, no preservatives, 0 calories. A little bit goes a long way. So just wanted to give you that little bit of extra information regarding the Sunnydew. So thank you, Jeannie, so much. I appreciate all that information. Did anyone have anything they wanted to ask or share regarding what Jeannie was talking about? Okay, then we're going to go on to Maureen, and Maureen has a different kind of a product she wants to share with us tonight about balancing and rebalancing.
Hi, everybody. Well, now that we've been eating all these wonderful foods, regenerating our bodies, what happens when we put something in our mouth? That is the beginning of our digestive system, the beginning of our immune system to be protected. So we look two little unsung heroes in the Sun Smile line that I love is Sun Smile Tab and the Sun Smile Refresher Drop. This is wonderful, and as I was listening to Mary, I was thinking, I bet she has a blister pack of this tucked in her bag as well. The Sun Smile Tab, first of all, what are we looking at? We're looking at promoting good oral hygiene. So when you're on the go, many times you don't have access to toothpaste, you don't have access to a brush. So this is a wonderful alternative. It feels a little tingly in the mouth, cooling, really delicious, minty, fresh. And it's better than a breath mint. It's delicious, and it contains a blend of antioxidants, vitamins, and herbal extracts, such as the peppermint leaf, and that promotes really good oral hygiene. Stevia, as Marlene just mentioned, there's no sugar, no artificial flavors, no colors, no preservatives. In fact, it's fortified with vitamins A, C, and E. C meaning the ascorbic acid. And that's a really, really good antioxidant which helps combat those free radicals. The bioflavonoids, oh my goodness, those are fantastic. That also helps to combat the free radicals synergistically with the vitamin C. So you're looking at a really, really good sugar-free breath freshener. And I'm going to read from what I always love to look at on the Sunrider website, and that is the product that, again, we have our owner expertise that allows us to really enjoy these products and feel safe. So one of the questions is, how are Sun Smile Tabs different from breath mints? Many popular breath mints rely on sugar and artificial ingredients for flavoring. Sugar feeds bacteria, allowing harmful bacteria to breed, which can lead to cavities. Sun Smile Tabs are sugar-free, so they don't promote tooth decay or feed bacteria in your mouth. That's pretty big when you think about it. Dees Refreshing Chewable tabs also contain protective antioxidants from citrus, bioflavonoids, and vitamins A, C, and E, plus concentrated herbal extracts to help promote good oral hygiene. Another question, what are the benefits of peppermint oil? Although its minty flavor keeps your mouth smelling fresh and feeling clean, peppermint oil has an even greater effect on oral health. Peppermint oil has antiseptic properties, promotes a healthy oral environment by deterring plaque that build up on the teeth and supporting gum health. It has been shown to be superior to mouthwash chemical chlorhexidrine in cleansing the biofilm formation linked to dental cavity. How do you use it? You simply open it up, that little blister pack, push it open, and chew a tablet. I kind of let it dissolve in my mouth a little bit. I love that minty flavor. And it's great after a meal or any time you want to maintain that oral hygiene and refresh your mouth. Do it. It's delicious. And look at all the things that it does for you. Amazing. I'm going to move on. Anybody have any questions on that? Let me know. Any ideas as well. So I want to move on to the refresher drop. And again, the product fact sheet. So what are you looking for in the mouth? You don't want the harmful things that we just discussed. You want to be able to nourish and cleanse the oral cavity because that is what creates regeneration. So one of the properties, urea peroxide that's in the refresher drop, that gives you the oxygen. And then the eucalyptus for the cleansing, the peppermint oil, as we just talked about, just so refreshing, and really gives that support for the oral health. The clove is a natural breath freshener, and that has antiseptic and antioxidant properties as well. Notice every single product Sunrider makes, you will see and hear about that word antioxidant. The neem tree extract, that's a natural antiseptic, and it safely whitens the teeth and supports healthy teeth and gums. It helps the mouth feel clean and healthy and refreshed. I love those words because that is really what we're looking for good oral care. And then the last one, Dees vinifera, great. That's a fruit extract. And this extract form is a type of grape that contains flavonoids, and that's what gives you the anti-inflammatory properties. One of the questions that the product fact sheet I'm going to read, how is Sunstyle Refresher Drop different from other brands? Typical mouthwash often contains a number of ingredients that can be harmful if swallowed, including up to 30% of ethyl alcohol. Alcohol is also drying and strip away the protective mucous membrane in the mouth and the throat. That's all that tissue in our mouth, the mucous membrane. The same germ killers used in bathroom cleansing disinfectants, phenol and cresol, are often also used in conventional mouthwashes. The Sunsmile Refresher Drops made with safe, natural ingredients and free of alcohol and other potentially harmful ingredients. So how do we use it? Refresher Drops, a couple of 3 or 4 drops. You can put it in water, you can push it around in your mouth, and it says, for even better results, use 1 drop with the Sunsmile Herbal Toothpaste, which is what I do. So I hope everybody will look at the wonderful oral care that Sunrider offers. It is the best oral care program, bar none. Enjoy, everybody.
Oh, thank you, Maureen. That was fantastic. I mean, as we're seeing, everyone is talking about Sunrider products and how they really help our bodies to nourish, balance, and cleanse, and rebalance, and have fed with antioxidants on our bodies on the inside, the outside, during any kinds of activities, when you're traveling. It's very convenient to use these products. I think this is such an amazing way, if anyone is new on the call, to start the program, to begin with the daily wellness pack, or you can do other products, choose different flavors yourself. This is a daily lifestyle for all of us. We're all looking for that optimal health. And as we mentioned, sometimes, we have certain situations where you're not eating the best. But all you have to do is just return back to your Sunrider products so that you start to feel your very best again. So just remember this too. I just want to throw this out. If you're not getting the results that you want in any of the Sunrider products, think about, first of all, giving it a chance. So it isn't something that you take one time and then that's that. This really give it a chance to be in your life. Also, you can increase any of these products because they are whole foods, or you can add some other product to it. So just as I reminded what Kathy was saying earlier, she might have started with Evergreen, but she really started to see a big difference when she started with the foundational products, the NBC, the New Plus, Quinery, and Cali and Fortune. And if you really give it a chance, you will see how amazing you can feel, better than you thought you could. So does anyone have any other questions for this evening or any testimonies? So just want to remind everyone a couple of things. First of all of the products go to the Sunrider shopping page. Whoever invited you tonight, if you're new, will help you to do that. If you've already been using the Sunrider products, consider some of the things that were mentioned tonight in some of the circumstances that you might be in. And also, really take a look at that Sunrider website. There is fantastic information there. All kinds of information regarding ingredients and recommendations of how to use the products. And we so often read from the catalog as well, and the ingredients, the list on each product that they give you, all those facts. So please take a look. You'll see all the different categories. We mentioned a couple of them tonight, the food and drink, nutrition. We also mentioned a couple from the home category. Mary talked about the fruit and vegetable rinse, and Maureen talked about the oral care. So we kind of look at Sunrider as our one-stop shopping. We go on there, we can find something for every room in the house, and we know that we're going to feel confident and that it's going to be safe for us. So that is my recommendation. Anyone else wanted to add anything else in there before I put out a few announcements? Okay, well, we hope that you all were able to get something tonight that will help you in your life, or to help you to help somebody else. I have a couple of announcements. First, I want to make sure everyone who wants to will register for the Sunrider Convention, which is from August 2nd to August 7th. It's mostly pre-recorded, so if you sign up and you can't listen during specific times during that week, you can listen another time, but during that week. So please take the time to do that. These conventions are fantastic. Lots of great information. I'm sure most of you have already looked into that. If not, please take a look and see what they're offering. You will not want to miss it. I also just want to say tonight, there will not be a Rising Stars call. Now, I'm not sure if any of you, all of you, have seen the Rising Stars Facebook page. I just want to let you know that Bob Darrow could use some of our prayers and our love. I want to just read to you what Donna wrote on that Facebook page. She said, Bob unexpectedly had health concerns and has been in the hospital since Thursday. We have been waiting to find out his options for heart issues. They will be doing a procedure today at approximately 1:30 p.m. Pacific. And so there will not be a Rising Stars call today. And if we missed any push-pull calls, I apologize. We will pick up where we left off as soon as we can. I appreciate you and your understanding all so much. I'll update as soon as I know more. So if you want to get updates on that, you can go to the Rising Stars Facebook page. But I also just was putting out a request for everyone to please send a prayer for improved health for Bob. I know that they will appreciate it, both Bob and Donna. And I just want to leave you with that. I hope everyone will send some prayers. And we appreciate everyone that comes to these calls. And we hope you all have a great week. And please use the products, share the products, and have an awesome week. So thank you, everyone, and thank you, everyone who participated in the call this evening. Thank you.
Thanks, Marlene.